Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Live Ones. It is Monday, April 11th, 2022. Man, what a great weekend of sports it was, wasn't it? We got the NBA play-in tournament set now, finally. We're set for some NBA games that actually matter. Haven't seen those in a couple of weeks, but that starts on tomorrow, actually, with the Nets versus the Cavaliers. Nets are just absolutely going to steamroll the Cavs and go on to face the Celtics. Timberwolves and Clippers. The losers of those two games will go on to face the winners of the Hawks-Hornets and Pelicans-Spurs games Wednesday, respectively. The playoffs start on Sunday. Can't wait. We'll have some capping, I'm sure, for those two games starting tomorrow. The Masters tournament. Scottie Scheffler. It was the living embodiment of that Simpsons meme where Homer's beating up the Krusty Burglar and the kids just go, "Stop, stop! He's already dead." Just had a dominant fourth day, a dominant final round of the Masters. Scottie Scheffler has a fantastic future ahead of him, I would say, and hopefully golf is kinder to him than Father Time was, because, man, that is the oldest-looking 25-year-old I've ever seen. I'm almost 40, and he looks older than me. He looks old enough to be my dad's younger friend. So there we go. The first week of baseball is in the books. And we've got a couple of games on tap today that we're going to check out, and let's just go ahead and dive right into them because this first game is happening at 3:15, so depending on when you see this video, you might have to live bet this one. But the Brewers and the Orioles, Adrian Hauser, it's real easy when you're the number 4 starter in a lineup that in a rotation that includes 3 perennial Cy Young contenders to be overlooked. But Adrian Hauser is a fantastic starter on his own, definitely taking on Bruce Zimmerman. The Orioles are just a terrible lineup. Everybody knows the Orioles are an absolute terrible lineup. They're an absolute dumpster fire. But the Brewers have been struggling on offense as well, as we figured that they might. It's going to be a really interesting race in the NL Central, I think, this year between them and the Cardinals. It's not a given that the Brewers are going to win the Central this year, even with that rotation. But I like the under 9 runs on that game today. Like I said, the Orioles, they're just a terrible lineup. They're going up against a really, really good starting pitcher in Adrian Hauser. And even with Bruce Zimmerman on the mound for the Orioles and all the struggles he's had over the years, the Brewers are not gotten out of the blocks really well on offense. And I think that will probably continue this afternoon. Brewers, Orioles under 9, that's the first play. And then moving on later tonight, where we take a look at the Blue Jays versus the Yankees. Man, what a game that was last night to wrap up the Yankees-Red Sox series. That every single game that's an AL East matchup this year that doesn't involve the Baltimore Orioles is going to be absolutely must-watch appointment TV. Thriller of a finish. Red Sox win. Yankees have to do a very fast turnaround here. They're at home. Alek Manoah is on the mound for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, I don't know what's up with the bullpen. They've definitely got some beginning of the season jitters, I would say. Fortunately, Alek Manoah can go very, very deep in games. They're facing off against Jameson Taillon, who, wow, man, he did not exactly, he was not exactly a world beater for the Yankees last year. Settled in finally on a 4.30 ERA, but the man could just never get through more than 5 innings in any particular start, and that's been the case his whole career. He's going to be out after 5, I would say, and he's not leaving with a clean sheet, especially with this Blue Jays lineup. I would not be surprised at all to see the Blue Jays get 2 or 3 on him before he finally gets knocked out. So the play that I'm looking at today is definitely on the Blue Jays first 5 money line, which you can get right now at -110. That's a little bit inconceivable to me. I know the Blue Jays bullpen has been struggling, and so they're coming in tonight with the Yankees as the favorite at home for a very good reason. But through the first 5, to be that close to even money, I'm jumping all over that. I trust Alek Manoah a whole lot more than I trust Jameson Taillon. And last but not least, the Phillies versus the Mets. Citizens Bank Park, Ranger Suarez versus Taijuan Walker. Suarez, he's kind of found second life with the Phillies once they moved him out of the bullpen and into that starter role. He really, really looked like a really great 4 or 5 starter through the second half of last year. Taijuan Walker, on the other hand, it had an absolutely stellar April, May, and June, and then the wheels absolutely came off of him. And he finally settled in at a 4.47 ERA, but that does not tell the whole story. I mean, if you're a fan of this show, going back to last fall, anytime Taijuan Walker was on the mound, we would take the other team's team total over. And that's what we're going to do tonight. The Phillies with this lineup, I know they were kind of, shut down yesterday against the Athletics, but I have a feeling they're chomping at the bit, especially, this in a division matchup. They know the situation. The Mets are going to be, or should be, at least on paper, contenders for the NL East. And they're catching them for this vital series to open up the season without Jacob deGrom and without Max Scherzer. So they know they got to take advantage of this, and those bats are going to be hot tonight. I'm taking the Phillies team total over 4.5. They should light up Taijuan Walker. Like I said, he's not having a great spring training. He gave up 6 earned runs in 7 innings of work and 3 starts. So you're looking at him in the form that he was to end last year, not the form that he was to start last year. So yep, Phillies team total over 4.5. Third and final play for the night. Everyone bet safe, stay safe. Follow us on Twitter at Live One Sports. Check us out on Roku and Fire TV at the Live Ones. Have yourselves a great Monday night, and I will see you next time.